Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV. And this is the Best of the Rest show brought to you by Boohoo Man. Big up to Boohoo Man for the sponsor. Make sure you go check it out. 40% off. Use the QR code.
70% off?
Sorry? No, not to be fair, man. 40% off. Use the code Saeed or go in the link in the description and you can use that code to get 40% off. Fator's already in the building. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Saeed, happy 7th day of March. Well, forget all about that. Let's start with introducing the guest. We got Premsy TV here in the building. Yeah, I mean, big win against Bournemouth, innit? You know what I mean? Mad thing, innit?
Why are you trying to deflect straight away, fam? I know you got cooked yesterday, but that wasn't on the best of the rest, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie, big up Skullfuggery, because that was a mad thing. Absolute mad thing. But Saeed, man, I'm telling you, we got to have some serious therapy today. There will be a few digs thrown here and there, but I actually feel it for you, bro. I'm not going to lie. I feel it for you. You know, people that don't know, we've grown up since knee high, you get me? So I've got a soft spot for Saeed, you get me? And after what happened to him yesterday, it's all a mad thing. But nah, man's all good. We'll dive into the game shortly and that, bro. But I don't think we can't start anywhere else but this United game. And that's just the honest truth, bro. So let's introduce the guest and we'll dive into it, bro.
Let's do a long introduction. Let's do a Patrick, mate. You know what I mean? Surprised you got your Tottenham kit on, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. You're there for moral support now, aren't you? You're there for
Listen. I'll put this kit on because obviously this was from the special night in Amsterdam when we pulled it back, Lucas Moura hat-trick, and we need more of that magic tomorrow. So that's why I've got this on. This is the Champions League 2019 kit where, you know, we did a madness and yeah, we need another one of those tomorrow. So yeah, let's go.
Don't build yourself up for disappointment, mate. Don't build yourself up.
We're doing it.
Oh, listen, and obviously we got a man like Carefree Lewis. You get me? Is it 3 points to safety? Is it? You know what I mean? What's going on?
6 points is the magic number. We finally got a W. We escaped the Chelsea 007 memes. I'm gassed. I'm happy. First time in about 7 weeks I've been here, and we've actually done something. So yeah, big up to the Chelsea. And yeah, it's a bit peak for you, man, but we move. We're staying up, people. We are staying up the Chelsea.
Okay, no, mate, I tell you that. Cam, big up to you, mate. Says Flawless been bodying man then for United. I tell you what, man, big up Flawless. Because I tell you what, he's done loads of podcasts, you know what I mean, this week. So big up to Flawless, you get me. And as Amias says, Saeed, you and Andy are very salty. When Arsenal win the league, you guys should come down to Salt Bay, London and celebrate when we win. And listen, I'll be in Manchester, mate, chilling here, relaxing in the sunshine. And that is Premsy. I let Premsy have that offer.
Now you're coming with me, mate. I'm taking you to the parade. You get me? So you can see a real trophy and not this energy drink cup. You know what I mean, Dag?
Oh my God, man! Listen, who wants to start? Who's going first? You know what I mean? Is it Premsy? You go on.
1 minute. Have you not got a poem for us? That's what I want to know. Have you not got a poem for us today?
The poem's over now, man. It was one time only. The poem was an emotional thing I had to get off my chest. I had to let people know what I really felt, and you know, good times are coming back. It's just it's a very, very bad day. On Sunday.
Well, look. Let's put all the joking around aside for a sec. Let's actually analyze that game, Saeed, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it. I honestly didn't expect it. We've seen how bad Liverpool have been this season. We know that teams could go to Anfield and get touched up differently. You get me, like Prince Andrew's in the room. It's all a mad thing. But the way you capitulated, bro, that is an absolute shambles. You get me? I'm seeing pictures of Wout Weghorst touching the "This is Anfield" sign before he's stepping out onto the pitch and all of that, bro. What is going on? You get me? What is going on? Ten Hag has now been named 7 Hag. Bro, it's a joke thing right about now. It's absolute joke. Bruno Fernandes, disgusting. You get me? Luke Shaw looked like him and fucking Martinez were on the piss the night before. These guys were on a mad thing, Saeed. And the way you can concede 6 goals in one game with the best centre-back pairing in the league, the best centre midfielder in the world, you get me? The best number 9 in the world. It's all a mad thing, bro. Talk to me, man. How is that capitulation just happened like that? You get me? Because, if I would have went and put £7 on that, bro, I'm telling you, I'd be a millionaire right now. I'm telling you, fam. It's all a joke thing.
7, you know, you could put 10 if you know what I mean. You want more money, you could add more. I can't lie to you, man. I feel like today was a day where I was like, right, I have to face the people in it. Like, get out of my bedroom. You know what I mean? Get out, like, you know what I mean? I've been literally, I've not walked in Manchester in the daytime. I've only come out at night. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've only come out at night time. And if I do in the morning, I'll get the Uber to the gym or whatever. Like, I'm not being seen. So it's been a very, very tough time. I still can't explain how Liverpool put 7 past us. I still can't. We were literally dog shite and we folded. That's what we did. We literally folded and it was literally damage limitation. The manager got it wrong. The players were all over the place. And bro, like I was asking for mercy. You know when you're asking for mercy? I was on my stream and I was like,
said Saeed only comes out at 7 p.m. I can't be arsed.
Oh. I was telling literally I thought, bro, there's 10 minutes left in it. Like, yo, what's going on? Can we forfeit the game? I was asking for a forfeit, man, because I was like, I could see more goals coming. Thankfully, in the end, Liverpool decided, right, we've had enough now. You know what I mean? It's all over.
To be fair, you was lucky it was only 7. Honestly, you was actually lucky. They could have scored more goals, bro. It was crazy.
I think we got to have a genuine conversation about United's mentality because falling apart like that, and it's not even the first time this season as well. I know there's been earlier times like at the start of the season that you could maybe put context into because it was still early into Ten Hag's reign, but it feels like you guys have this sort of thing of when the game's done, you lot just shit the bed and just give up. And that's something Ten Hag needs to pull out the squad. I don't know if that's still remnants from the Oli era and everything coming out. And obviously, you guys are still in transition. But my biggest thing is you guys' mentality, because we all know the quality of the players. We know how good United have been for long periods of this season. But it's not just losing to Liverpool. It's the way you did. You had that halftime team talk, which I don't know what the hell Ten Hag said. And you came out, you conceded 6.5. I've seen some of the worst teams in Premier League history, and they've never conceded 6.5. But United did, and I think there needs to be big questions about you guys' mentality because of that.
Yeah, you know what? And big up to Liam Benson. You know, I've been begging all season to be owned by Arab. Salah was just dishing out her wishes. You know what's crazy though? I do feel like it's a bit concerning that why is it my United are getting these big spankings, bro? Because, bro, like no disrespect to you, Toby. Patrick, yeah. But even
Toby, you know.
No. Sorry, I was with Toby yesterday.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know what I mean?
The big 6.
Yeah. But you know what it is though? Like I don't see other clubs, but it seems like I'm just like 5-0, 4-0, 4-0. I've seen a lot of. If you go past 3-0, that's when you know, like, shit, what's going on here? And I feel like it's too much, man. You got to stop that. This team stop that in its mind that when it goes to 3-0, we are not conceding more. If I'm a player, I am not conceding more than 3. And that's, I don't want to concede 3, by the way, but I'm just saying that's my kind of, like, no more than 3.
Yeah. And yeah, like, you know, all jokes aside, we've been really bad defensively. I feel that we only have one good defender, and that's Romero. And I also feel that even he's disrespected because of the trash that he plays alongside. People try and bring him down, but he's a top defender. And we've been battered in games. Like Arsenal beat us convincingly. It was 3-0, 3-1. But even in those games, after like 3 goals, you have to just, you know, you call it a day, damage limitations, shut up shop, and just obviously, like you said, you're hoping that the game finishes, but you don't go more than 3 or 4. After 4, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can't even remember the last time we got beaten by more than a 3-goal or 4-goal margin. And it's not like I'm boasting. Like, no one wants to be beat anyway. But
I'm sure we beat you 5-2 not so long ago.
Recently.
A couple of years back.
Come on, that's not definitely not recently.
We beat you.
Tried to get that one in there. Listen, mate, you beat a B team, yeah, and we still scored 2 goals.
But even though you know what? That's such a good point. The B team, C teams don't get beat like that. Do you know what I mean? Like even if you played a Division 3 team, you know, if you played someone from the Conference League, I bet you they wouldn't get beaten 7-0 because there's pride on the line. And I should have seen. One thing, you know, again, people going back to Romero, why didn't any of your defenders just smash one of their players? I didn't see there was nothing there. It's like you lot are just giving up. Fuck it. If you're not going to get near the ball and you're getting battered, take one for the team and wallop one of them so they know not to do that. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. There was no...
The occasion got to him, Patrick. Yeah. The occasion got to him, definitely, man. And I think maybe them winning the Carabao Cup as well, they might have got a bit too big for their boots as well because you see it against West Ham, they could have got beat in that game. They could have got beat by Leicester if Leicester took some chances
and
early
even
as well, bro.
Leeds had a good bit of domination in their game.
You know what I mean?
Bury their dinner. So
what are you trying to say? It's been coming then. This little
slightly. And I did think about
not 7-0, but a defeat has been
not
coming.
7-0.
Not 7-0. But I think in a lot of the games you have ridden your luck a bit, and then obviously your quality has shone through, and your better players have put the game to bed. Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes. If you give players of that ilk chance, they're going to score. And it's like yesterday was just the 2 days ago now. It was just literally everything coming together. It's the perfect storm for them. And don't get me wrong, you're not that bad of a team, but when it rains, it pours, man.
This here as well. Big up the super chat here. Eric Ten Hag got his workout changer mentality.
Yeah.
You know what it is for me though? Like Eric Ten Hag can't baby this team every step of the way. You've got to have leaders on the pitch. And when it goes badly, right, who's going to be there to kind of get everyone together? Right, we still are going to be playing. And that's the bit where Eric Ten Hag's going to be like, shit, man can't help you every single minute, You guys, when it gets bad, a mark of a good team is not when it's going good. It's when the going gets tough and it's proper tough. How do you dig deep and find a way? And that's where I didn't like Bruno Fernandes. And I'm not trying to single him out, but I'm sorry, you're the captain. And the way you're moving around, just strutting around and just basically blaming everyone but yourself. Like that there is a fine example of, how it can go wrong. And I'm not trying to single him out, but I'm saying he's supposed to set the example and he didn't. You know what I mean? So it's just
But you know what, Saeed, though? Eric Ten Hag, look, this result for me, it could potentially be a blip in it. We're going to have to see how they recover from it. But he has come in and done a good job. You get me? You got to think a lot of these players have been there since United have been folding over the last decade or so. You get me? So that mentality switch is going to become hard to be consistent throughout the rest of the season. You get me? He's still got to bring in a lot more of his own players. What he has done for United, I don't think anyone expected United to win a cup this season. They didn't expect United to potentially finish in the top 4 this season. And Ten Hag has done that well. I think he just underestimated Liverpool. I don't think he's had many experiences at Anfield, and he kind of brushed it under the carpet. We've seen in his pre-match press conference when he was talking about, it's just a ball, it's just grass, it's just officials, you get me? He kind of looked at it with no respect. And when you don't show Liverpool respect at home, these things can happen. And I'm sure he will learn from it, you get me? I don't think this is going to be a full demise of Manchester United. I just think this was a kind of freak result where it was just boys against men on the day, you get me? Everything went right for Liverpool. And once them goals went in, they just capitulated after the first 3 goals. It was damage limitation. You know what I mean? And that's just being honest, and that's putting all the banter aside. I think you will come back from it. But then again, you got to see how they respond. You know what social media is like. You know what the pundits are like. The amount of banter that's been going around. Can they take that and move forward? You get me? Because if they can't, you're going to be dragged right back into that race where potentially Tottenham and Liverpool could get 4th and you might not and could drop out of it. Obviously, you're the front runners for it, but you don't know where it can lead you. But personally, I just think it's a little blip, man. I think you will come back from it.
You know what it is though as well, and I bring you in, Lewis. But away from home, we've not won away from home. In the big 6 games, and I remember Pochettino not winning away from home in the big 6 games as well, and that was kind of Achilles' heel. So, you think that mental edge, the fact that we haven't won away from home, was that a factor in the kind of the way we played, or because again, we've done it at home, but away from home, bro, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's mad.
I don't think just the away record in itself would explain away a result like that or a performance like that, especially in the second half. I didn't deep it until I saw the stat sheet come out, I think, after the game. But even then, I don't think your record against the top 6 side isn't terrible. It's just you haven't won there. Like, it's not like there's L's everywhere. Like, you drew at the Bridge, I think. Did you draw at Fulham or something? I don't know.
No, we won against Fulham. We won against Fulham. We lost against Brentford. So everybody, apparently, the
when did Fulham become in the top 6, fam?
Oh no, it's like top 11. The top 11. Because they had to include Chelsea in there somehow, so it had to be top 10.
Well, there you go, exactly. But
because Chelsea are knocking around there, Fulham and that. These man can't get them.
They're bringing up the whole of West London with us. So, congratulations.
I love getting a draw away at Stamford Bridge is a bad result. Let me tell you.
Bro, I was watching Fulham v Brentford yesterday because I needed Fulham to win because we're a point off Brentford. That's how far in the mud we are. But yeah, I don't think you guys' away record is like that bad. It's just you guys need to get a couple wins there. But even in spite of it, like, you guys have a clear home record. You guys have been consistent throughout the season. I don't think it explains it away. There's just been a massive collapse in the second half that I think a lot of players need to be responsible for. I get there's off days. Like, sometimes teams come out of nowhere in good runs and then they just drop an absolute shit show for 90 minutes. Sometimes it happens. But even in spite of that, to concede 6 goals in a half, it's got nothing to do with the away record. That's due to individuals. It's due to poor tactics, poor game management, which is something rare from Ten Hag as well. So I'm not even going to slander him too much on that. He just took an L. But it's like you guys just had a perfect storm. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. All your best players, Martinez, Varane, Casemiro, all dropped stinkers. And if there's nobody for you to turn to and have faith in, you guys are all just going to collapse together. And that's kind of what happened. Like, I don't think you guys have to turn it around in the next few games, but you got like Fulham in the cup, you got Real Betis. I think you guys pan Real Betis personally, because you guys need to send the message after that sort of performance.
Facts.
If you guys don't do anything in your next 2 games, then we need to have a serious conversation about United. Right now, it's just funny because you man just conceded 7.
I think you do have to give Liverpool credit though as well, man. They played a good game.
Yeah. We're going to cut you off. We were going to bring Monts in today. He's going to be part of the Best of Rest show, but he couldn't make it because he's got auditions. So apologies if you think I was like, I put him in the title and whatnot. So yeah, he'll be back next week. But yeah, go on, Prem. Sorry.
I was saying, like, you got to give them credit, man. Like, players turned up. Gakpo looked hungry. Obviously, the links there to sign for United. He was probably had a little bit more bite in this game, thinking, you know what, I was going to go to them. Let me show them what they missed out on. Darwin Núñez looked like he stepped up to the plate. We've seen Salah of old. They kept their line at the back as well, perfect as well. I think Casemiro scored and it was offside. Do you know what I mean? So they were defending well. I think Liverpool, they played well. I think that was like watching the old Liverpool. Robertson was on fire, just going up that wing and making chances happen. I think you got to give Liverpool credit as well, even though it was as bad United were. It was Liverpool that made United that bad. You know what I mean? So, and they took their chances. And bro, this is going to be going down in the history records now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? For a very long time.
Absolutely. Big up to Omid. United won't beat Betis. As a Madrid fan, they're very organised, possession based, and they're really good at slowing the game down, like Real Sociedad did United. United will win, but just listen. I'm not looking down on Real Betis. I tell you what, but listen, I'm confident we'll get a reaction, man. That's the main thing for me, man. So yeah, we have to dust ourselves on. But Liverpool, to be fair to them, they look hungry, man. And you know what? It's interesting because they're hunting you down now. Patrick, you know what I mean? So you best get your act together because you're in the mud as well. I know you're trying to hide over there, Patrick.
Man's in the mud, mate. Man's in the quicksand.
You are here.
I'm here. I'm in my kit.
You know what I mean?
I'm
coming for you, lot.
It was so disappointing when we lost on Saturday because, like I said, even before your result, I was like, we could have gone 7 points clear at Newcastle, and then we obviously lost our game. And even I've been saying it for ages, and you lot are going to still think I'm mad. I still think we can catch United, even with our shit show and obviously what's going on there. I still think we can catch them. We're 4 points behind United. So everyone's talking. Yeah, I know. But games in hand don't mean that much in the Premier League these days.
You know what I mean?
And they win that, they go 7 points clear. It's a mad thing.
I know, but games in hand.
You can't win against Wolves. You can't win against the guys that you
say. Yeah, but Wolves are on their day. Wolves have beat Liverpool. They can beat anyone. The Premier League, anyone can beat anyone. So this whole you can't win against
Wolves. Don't justify the loss, though.
I'm not justifying it. I'm saying this is the reality. Anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, going to Wolves ain't for everyone, I suppose.
And Wolves on their day can beat. But yeah, at the end of the day, we lost the game that we shouldn't have lost. The thing is, it's frustrating because we actually didn't play that badly in that game. We actually dominated them. I think we had 21 shots in total. First half, we had 10 shots on target, hit the woodwork twice, completely battered them. But the difference is that their coach, Lopetegui, changed things up in the second half. He altered the formation. He brought on Traore. He brought on a few midfielders, changed one of the defenders, and then they absolutely came out and they grew in stature during the game. And Stellini, for me, was just crap on the sideline. Didn't change anything. The first sub was in the 77th minute. We just looked like we had no ideas. When he did make a substitution, you bring on Lucas Moura, a guy who's done fuck all for the last 3 or 4 years, is leaving in the summer as well. You've got Richarlison on the bench. You've got Dan Juma. Why are you bringing on Lucas Moura as the first sub? It was just weird. So we deserve to lose in the sense of, even though we probably were the better team, we deserve to lose in the sense of we didn't take the game to them. And we just didn't come out with the tenacity that you need to win a game. Like, at the end of the day, in this league, you can't just turn up and expect to win. You have to be on it. Do you know what I mean? From the beginning, full 90, not half of the game, not first half or just second half. It's the full 90 minutes. So
You know what's mad? And big up to as well. Big up to Menezes. He says, look at the XG 3-1 would have been a fair result. Pool were good, but lucky to get 7. You know what? I'm not even gonna look at it.
They
like
weren't
that
lucky, man. They weren't lucky.
Yeah,
They made that. I mean, you say lucky.
Could have been 10.
Yeah, the Salah goal was quite fortunate. The ball bounced around his foot.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I don't want to look at
other
it
than
like
that. Other than that, they deserved what they took the game.
Let me ask you a question. And big up to everybody watching, by the way. Make sure you like the video. There's only 167 likes, and there's over 900 of you in the chat.
Yeah, come on,
Please, 700, man, at least. Man.
Come on.
There should be at least 700 likes. Come on.
Man, listen, if you want to do that, then let's do that then. Come on. But you know what it is, though? I'm starting to look at this Conte situation as like sabotage, you know. I really am, man, because he's not getting his own way. He's obviously out and he's ill and whatnot, but he didn't get his own way. He's not happy. And when he's not happy, he likes to throw everyone under the bus. And with his team selection, I just feel like he's doing this on purpose. Like, not playing Dan Juma, putting Lucas in there. You know what I mean?
That's just, not playing Richarlison. For me as well, Son should have still been on the bench and Richarlison should have started. What's the point of bringing in a £60 million guy who is talented, but hasn't had, consistent minutes? You start to give him consistent minutes. He has one bad game, you drop him out. Son's had about 10 or 12 bad games, but he's still starting ahead of him. It doesn't make no sense. And
probably because he just knows that he's not going to get the goals for a minute. I think that's what it is.
I don't know, man.
Son finished. Do you reckon he's done at the highest level, Son?
No, not really. I think he's having a bad season, but players can have a bad season. Marcus Rashford had a bad year last year, and look at the difference.
Marcus Rashford 830.
So what? Like, I don't really know what the difference is. If you
look after 30, he's coming probably towards.
If you look after yourself, you can play for quite a long time. Do you know what I mean? As long as you look after yourself, treat your body well, and obviously rehab properly. I don't really see the age as a factor. You're just having a bad season, and it can happen.
Not but you kind of like compared it to Rashford, but Rashford obviously.
No, but it's the context is still there. They're both wide players, wing forwards, whatever you want to call it. Both very talented, and Rashford had a stinker last year. And obviously he's bounced back. So players can bounce back. There is such a thing as redemption. I just think that this year, a lot has gone wrong in terms of, and you're right, Conte is to blame for a lot of it. And I'm getting sick and tired of Conte now, I can't lie. I really wanted Conte to stay. I wanted him to be backed. But I just keep seeing all of these stories. Conte's been in Italy and he's not sure if he wants to come back now. He's thinking that his time away is, like, if you're not interested and you don't want to be here, fuck off. With all due respect, just fuck off. I'm tired of it.
Isn't he back in training?
Yeah, he's back in training. He came back today, but I'm sick and tired of it now. I can't even lie. I can't stick up for the guy anymore. If you don't want to be,
do you know what we've learned though? Do you know what we've learned? We learned no matter who comes in at Tottenham, it's going to be the same old story in it. That's all it's going to be in it because they haven't got the cojones, as they say. Do you know what I mean? Like they got knocked out by Sheffield United. Yeah, got knocked out by Sheffield United. That is not good enough. Yeah, as soon as you get knocked out by Sheffield United, it's because Conte wasn't there. Bro, Conte, when he wasn't there, I've been hearing man saying this. You get me, fam? I'm telling you now.
I agree with
you. He made problems.
If you man didn't sack Jose before that cup final, bro, because that's one of the worst.
Listen, all of this goes down to Daniel Levy. It's Daniel Levy. No manager will succeed under his tenure because of the way he runs the ship, the way he never backs a manager properly, the way he still controls everything. Like you said, how can you sack Jose Mourinho a couple of days before a cup final? But the reason why he sacked him is if we would have won that, it would have been very difficult to get rid of Jose Mourinho. You'd have to give him a payout. So for him, money is more than trophies.
But then as long as he's there, it's a Tottenham thing.
Exactly, and that's the problem. So he runs Tottenham. He is Mr. Tottenham, and unfortunately,
Trust
this
me,
guy,
give it 2 more years. Tottenham won't be in the Big Six anymore. I'm telling you now.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that forever.
I'm
Like,
telling
come
you.
on, let's
No,
get
hold on a minute.
serious.
Really,
Let's
you man
get
are
serious.
lucky to be in the top 6.
We're not lucky at all.
The only
We're
thing
not
you've
lucky.
got is a nice stadium, and you only had that this year or last
Imagine
year.
the
Do you know
cheek of
what
you
I mean,
saying
fam?
that. We finished above for the last 6 or 7 years. So
Bro, what did you win in that? Absolutely
so
fuck all. At least
how
we
can
won
how
trophies,
can we
fam.
be lucky if
At
we're
least
finishing
we
above you?
won
It's called the
trophies. You know
top
what I mean?
6.
We were
and
going
we're
through a
finishing in the top
transition
6.
period.
I don't
You were
care.
going through a
I don't
transition
care. I
lifetime,
don't care.
fam.
You can't.
You get me?
Like,
Use, man.
the revisionism is mad. Yeah, you're having a great
Trusted.
season this year, but you're acting like you've forgotten the last 5 or 6 years. We've
I
comfortably finished.
have forgot about him. What are you talking about? I forgot about them real quick, mate. I'm looking at what's ahead of me. And what's ahead of me, yeah? What's ahead of me, Patrick, is yous, man, yeah? All I'm hearing is shoulda, woulda, couldas. You get me? Shoulda, woulda, couldas. If we beat this team, it would have been 7 points here. If we beat Sheffield United, we would have had Blackburn. You get me? It's not a mad thing, yeah? Turn that cap backwards, yeah? Take that top off and turn it inside out, fam. You get me? It's a joke thing.
Oh, you're chatting so much shit.
Fremzy, man, that's too much violence, man. That's too much violence, Fremzy. That's too much violence.
Oh, you gotta say it as you see it, innit? You gotta say it as you see it. All I know, yeah, is that if they brought in Jose Mourinho and Conte, yeah, Conte has had backing, and they still can't even get to a cup final, bro. It's a mad thing, you get me? And when they did get to a final, they sacked the manager who got him there. It just makes no sense. The club is just absolutely confused.com. You get me? And I think Patrick is right to a certain... Patrick is right to a... Yeah, you are right to a certain extent, but can you see him leaving your club anytime soon?
Bro, I might have to put the balaclava and black hoodie on and go and sort out yeah, Saeed, I'm coming to pick that up.
Got it right here.
Trust me, I'm getting
you man, though, I do have to bounce. I'll go ahead off.
Okay.
Yeah. Big up,
big up everybody.
Big up, man. Just gonna read these super chat. Make sure you go follow Carefree Lewis, man, on his channel. I got a couple of super chats to read out. Premsy, Cook, Saeed, and Patrick, top of the league. 7-0. Big up Anthony, my guy. He said, Saeed, one of the biggest issues we've had all season is starting slow or having to make second half comebacks. It caught up to us. We must respond. Absolutely. That's one thing we've been doing too much, man. Sometimes win the game in the first 30 minutes. I mean, first hour. Like, you know, you can't keep doing that all the time. You can't. Big up to Ali says, rivals are now, I say Salah has now surpassed CR7 in the Premier League as the best winger. I don't think he's near prime CR7 at United, but what's your guys' opinion? That was meant to be one of my kind of questions for the show, you know. Where do we look at in terms of Mo Salah in the Premier League? Because is he not Liverpool's highest goal scorer now?
Yeah, he is. He passed Robbie Fowler.
But you know what it is, though? I don't know where it is with me here, but I still won't put him near Hazard. I don't know what it is, man. I just look at Hazard and I think he's probably, apart from the goal scoring ability, like I think he's better than him ability-wise. The way he impacts games, the way he is as a footballer, he's a better footballer than Salah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm giving too much discredit to Salah.
Didn't Hazard play in the number 10 role more?
Sorry?
Didn't Hazard play in the number 10 role more, though?
No, they played on the left wing. But the thing is, Salah's got longevity. Salah still has maybe better years ahead of him. You know what I mean? And whatnot. So you don't know. What do you
different
think?
players.
Salah,
both different players. You got to give Salah credit, man. The guy's been popping in the goals, yeah, from the wing position for 6 seasons straight. You get me? Yeah. Maybe there was a shout for him to win the Ballon d'Or that year. I think Messi won it, where you could have given it potentially Salah, or Lewandowski was there for the shout as well. But you got to just salute what he's done in it. I think all round his game could potentially be better. But what he does it so effectively, bro. There's not really many people in world football that can do what he does. He's strong. He doesn't even look physically strong. The guy is so strong on the ball. Good finisher. Get out of tight spaces. Look what he done to Martinez, bro. He sent him to the shops, bro. Like, the guy's a quality player, man. I think a lot of people are saying Liverpool have had a horrendous season, which they have. And look at the numbers this guy's providing this season itself. That just speaks volumes, and for me, I'll be honest, when I used to watch Hazard, I used to potentially see him dropping more in field as well. So I thought they played a little bit of a different role. Hazard, you can't take nothing away from him. Top quality footballer, good on both feet, nimble, found the spaces, you see quality. But I think Salah, he's going to be up there with being one of the best top 10 in Premier League history, I think.
That's what I was going to say, Patrick. Do you think Salah right now is in your top 5 wingers of all time? Or does he still have to do it a few more years? You know, because someone's saying he's got 7 more years left at the top.
You know what? The Salah one's such a weird one because when I watch him, like, there's a lot of times when he doesn't really do much. And this isn't discrediting him. It's just that he won't do much, but he'll pop up with a goal and assist. So the reason why people will say Hazard is clear, even though if you look at stats and everything that Salah's done, he's well clear of Hazard. But it's like Hazard has that magic, that, you know, that beauty, that je ne crois, that, what, you know, when you watch him, you're in awe. You're like, he's breathtaking. Where Salah doesn't really, I mean, yeah, Salah scored some wonderful goals, but there's a lot of times when Salah's floating in and out of games and you don't really realize he's on the pitch, but then it just pop up and do something. But if you talk about top wingers, I wouldn't even have Salah in at the moment. I'm still thinking of Ronaldo, Bale. There's Hazard I'd put in front of him. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, but I do think that Salah is an insane player, and like you said, even in a bad year like this year, possibly they're still going to get top 4. Possibly he's still going to have good numbers at the end of it. But yeah, I don't know. Something about him, something about Salah doesn't. Maybe I don't know. Like on the eye test, he just doesn't look that great all the time. And when you're talking about top players, they have to have all of that. Like Mbappe. He looks majestic when he's on the ball. Do you know what I mean? Thierry Henry looked majestic when he was taking players on. Salah might not have that about him, but his numbers are insane.
So he's efficient.
It depends what you're looking at.
That's what I'm saying. He's efficient. But as a footballer, maybe I'm looking at it again as a footballer. Maybe we're in an era where it's about stats, it's about what you can do now.
Yeah.
And look at where Hazard has fell off as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, he can't even get in the Real Madrid. He can't even get on the bench at the moment.
Would Salah fall off like Hazard has done?
It's hard to say because Madrid is a team that can spit up and chew you out no matter how good you are. Like, no matter, you know, we've seen quality ballers go there and fall. Even Gareth Bale at the end was like basically getting rushed out. And look at Bale's numbers at Madrid are insane. He won like 5 Champions Leagues there. He did everything there, and they were still heckling him and booing him off. So you just can't tell at Madrid, man. It's ruthless over there.
So give me your top 5 wingers of all time, Premsy.
In the Premier League or just in
Premier League era? Give me your top 5.
I'm definitely big up Patrick, not Patrick, James in the cut, but I can't be putting Giggs in there after what he done to his brother. He don't deserve no recognition, mate. I'm telling you now. Premier League era. I think you got to put Cristiano Ronaldo in there. I think what he did.
Yeah. Don't do orders, by the way. Just give me your top 5.
I think you got to put Cristiano Ronaldo in there. I would definitely put Mohamed Salah in there. In the top 5.
Okay.
I would because he's done it for such a consistent period of time now. You get me? And he has won the Champions League. He has won the Premier League. You get me? And I think it's a bit unfortunate that this Liverpool side have come up against such a good Man City side that have pipped him by the Premier League and by a point or so to being in like 4 out of 5 Champions Leagues in recent times, or maybe 3 finals or something like that. So you got to say it as you see it. Are we classing Thierry Henry as a winger here? Are we classing him as a
striker?
Say no more. I think Gareth Bale. I think you got to put him in. You got to put Gareth Bale in.
Yeah, I've got my 5. Got my 5 now.
I'm gonna have to go with Bukayo Saka. I'm only joking. It's too early yet for him. I'd put Hazard in. I think Hazard, if we're playing him on the wing, I think what Hazard did for Chelsea and the amount of accolades that he got, I think he kind of fell off when he went to Real Madrid a little bit. But what he did in the Premier League for a number of years was quality. And I'm just trying to roll back the years now. For me, I'd put, I know you might say no, but I'd put obviously I've got a bit of an attachment to him. I'll put Robert Perez in there.
Yeah. Quality player.
You know what? I forgot about Sadio Mane as well, man. Sadio Mane is quality winger. He wasn't just doing it at Liverpool as well. He was doing it at Southampton, which is he's got a good shout.
Sterling and Mane. Listen, you know what I mean? Give me your top 5.
Okay, so CR7, without a shadow of a doubt, that one speaks for itself. Gareth Bale, Hazard, Salah, and obviously I'm going to put a wild card. I'm going to put Son. I had to go with my boy.
Son. Okay.
Son's on 98 goals. If
He's got it just. It's just funny.
Son, he's won a golden boot. He's on 98 Premier League goals. He's gonna hit 100 from the wing. That's insane. And he's been quality for Tottenham year in and year out. So yeah, man, he's gonna go in there. A lot of people won't put him in, but I'm putting him in.
Yeah. Obviously, Ronaldo's in there for me. Bale's in there. Perez is in there. Hazard's in there. Listen, people might not like it, but Ryan Giggs is in there as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, he was a flying winger. Like people, again, longevity. A lot of people look at Ryan Giggs and be like, "Oh, but he was sent to mid at the end." Bro, this guy was a winger for so many years and won us trophies.
Again, put George Best in there over it.
George Best, I didn't see George Best, did I?
Premier League ever, you know.
You know what I mean? I didn't see George Best.
Bro, I tell you what Ryan Giggs done, bro. I just can't even. I don't like hearing it. He's sick,
quiet, man. Because you know what I mean. There's a madness. You know what I mean. So
makes
you know
me sick.
Yeah,
8
man.
years, fam. Fucking hell, it's just a joke thing.
It's a bit mad.
Big up to HK Music, CR7, Bale, Eden Hazard, Giggs, Mane. Mane, you know what, deserves to be in there, because you know what, man? I was like, bro. And also,
you're taking him out.
I put Beckham in there as well.
Yeah, Beckham deserves a shot.
You know when they're
so your 5's gone for 7.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't remember yet, but obviously Giggs won it. But I had Beckham in there. I had I caused madness in there. You know what though? Exactly. David Silva was an attacking midfielder. So he again will be in there. Willian, CR7. Mahrez, Mahrez. Listen, bro, he's been mashing work. Mahrez, Leicester all the way to Man City. When can you say to me he's looked well below par, Riyad Mahrez? Like, bro, let's
Leicester
be real, man.
City, never mind Man City, bro. The guy was absolutely done it up in the league for them
Sanchez
as well.
Obviously,
Sanchez. I just don't think he was there long enough.
Yeah, how long was he there for? About 3 years or 4 years?
Yeah, I think, and it's coming into his 4th year. He ended up going to United.
Yeah, he left. Yeah. David Ginola was a top player, innit? Patrick. David Ginola.
Sick.
Yeah. You got underrated ones as well. You know what I mean? In there. But yeah, man, listen, man. It's big up. Yeah, man. Come on, you know what it is, man? I'm just trying to be football. I'm a football fan first, innit? You know what I mean? We fall in love with football first, and then after that we kind of go. But so you're saying to me, Patrick, you're confident with top 4 there. You think
Yeah. I still think we'll get top 4, man. Yeah, I still think we'll get top 4.
James is mad. The guy said Bebe, don't take the piss.
Bebe, bro. That'll be the biggest flop to the
Sorry, Patrick. I just had to read that.
Funny. No, it's disappointing that we didn't beat Wolves, of course it is, but I still think we've got some favourable fixtures coming up. I know in the Premier League you still got to win those games.
Who?
Like even on the weekend we've got Nottingham Forest at home, so that's a game that we should be getting
points in. Shit away from home.
Yeah, well, you say that, touch wood. I'm respecting everyone right now until we beat them. But I think we'll get top 4, man. I still think that's like Newcastle still don't score enough goals for me.
Fallen off, man.
Yeah, I called this ages ago when I said
you
were laughing at me.
You know what? Fair play, you did. So, you did say that,
and I still think United, even though you're a United fan, Saeed, I still think you lot have your vulnerabilities as well. So I still think 3rd and 4th are up for grabs. But I think the top 4 will be as it is right now. Liverpool, I looked at their fixture list. They've got a lot of tough games. They still got to play Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham. And I think they've got to play Arsenal as well.
Arsenal.
Yeah, so they've got a lot of big games, man. So that again is obviously gonna, so
calm down.
Liverpool getting
third.
It's
I know
possible,
you won 7-0.
You've got.
I know you beat us 7-0. Sorry, Patrick.
Dev, you've got a lot of big games coming up as well, man. And obviously the consistencies is that Liverpool haven't beaten the smaller teams as well. So it's not just the big games, but that's the same for all of us. Hence why we're where we're at right now. But we'll see. But I still think we're gonna finish in the top 4.
And by the way, all these Liverpool fans, listen, I might be down here, but there's one thing that's not going to happen, is that Liverpool will not finish above Man United. I told to Grizz, so you can have your 7-0, talk and whatnot, but you will not finish above Man United. That's one thing to guarantee.
It's not impossible,
You might get, hold on a minute. You might get to the top 4, but you'll not finish above Man United. That's one thing I'm going to guarantee you. So have your moment, have your this, have your that. I'm down at the minute, and I won't discredit your performance. But one thing I won't do is tell you lot.
What makes you say that, though, What? No, all jokes aside, why are you so confident?
Because I feel like for me, every time we've had a bad loss, we've come back and we've been resilient. And also over the majority of the season, we've been better than Liverpool. They on an isolated game, they beat us fair and square. But over the course of the season, I know we're going to be stronger. They still have deficiencies. I still think they have deficiencies in their squad, but I am not discrediting them for what they did. They were amazing on that day. One situation can't make me think about the whole season. Be like, you know what? They're 7 points behind us. They're going ahead of us. I've lost my head. No, we're gonna keep pushing on again.
I think they'll definitely jump above Spurs though. In fourth.
Do you?
Yeah, do you know why I actually think that? And that's not even banter, because I think Spurs are very inconsistent. And I think even though Liverpool have been not so great this season, I think all their players are coming back at the right time. You get me? I think this win against United can just breathe confidence into them now. You get me? And I think if they get knocked out the Champions League as well, they've only really got this to focus on as well. So I think, to be honest, I think they will do it, you know.
Not being funny, friends, but they just recently lost 2-0 to Wolves. They just got battered 5-0 by Real Madrid. So with
they've not lost in the last 5 games though, have they, in the league or something?
Yeah, but
and they kept 4 clean sheets out of that as well.
But so had we before the Wolves game. So it's the same difference. But also
Brighton are behind you lot. They got 3 games in hand over you lot, and they're only 4 points behind you.
Let me check. But I don't, you know, the whole
Patrick gets so hurt in it when he thinks about Tottenham dropping out the top 4. No, it's possible.
I don't think we will drop out the top 4. Like, and that's just, again, the same things you're saying about Liverpool is the same things that is the reason why they're still not ahead of us in the league. Do you know what I mean? And yes, they've won a few games in a row. So have we. But they've also been beaten.
The 3 points behind you with a game in hand, man.
Yeah.
The goal difference is much better than yours.
2. With 3 games in hand, innit?
No, Liverpool, I'm talking there.
You're talking Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, Brighton ain't finishing above us. Like, sorry, you've got to be serious now.
But yeah, listen, man.
Brighton are a good side.
Be careful, man. Because Tottenham, if they go out the top 4, they lose Harry Kane. They obviously lose Antonio Conte and whatnot. Bro, it's big situation at Tottenham. And you know what? Prems is right, man. You know, once you're out that top 4 and you don't have the big club kind of feeling about you, it's difficult to get back in there, man. I'll be honest with you.
I think they'll lose Harry Kane regardless, you know, this season. And that's not even having a dig at them. I think he's going to want to try and win something, man. Like, the guy is a world-class striker, in my opinion. And Tottenham are not promising him anything, you know what I mean? So I think he's going to want to move. And what has he got, a year left after his contract after the season?
All this doom and gloom. We're going to lose Harry Kane. We're not going to finish top 4. I hear it every year. But
I think it's a little bit different now, though, isn't it? Right. Because he's coming to the last year of his contract, and he's coming to the end of his career as well, isn't it? When you're not coming to the end of your career, you get me. It is a bit different.
I believe it when I see it. Do you know
Don't worry, I'll print you a T-shirt when he signs for United.
I'll send it when I see it. It's not happening.
I hear it, man. I think for me, it's going to be exciting end of the season, man. I really do, man.
This guy.
Big up to everybody still watching, man. There's over 960 of you in the chat. Only 319 likes. Let's get up to 500 likes, man.
You lot are stingy with the likes, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Hit the like button, people, man. Hit the like button, people, man. Because we're going to talk about the top of the league at the minute. Because
acting like Chelsea with the goals, man. It's nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man. So top of the league, man. You know what I mean? I see you, man. You know what I mean? You're celebrating and that.
Why would you want to do cry like you, man?
No. I'm saying, you, man, I can't lie to you. You're gonna win the league. I'm just letting you know now. You're winning the league, Premz.
I believe it. I believe it. It's not impossible for us not to. But the way things are going right now, bro, sometimes I mentioned it on Premier League Unpacked yesterday that sometimes winning like that is better than winning 3-4-0 because it shows that you've got character. It shows that you've got fight and desire to turn a game on its head and actually get that victory. You get me? And we've seen it a few times this season when it's gone against us. We've managed to pick ourselves up within them 90 minutes and overturn the result. You get me? And then you're seeing boys like Reece Nelson coming on. Get me? Who people never thought that he's going to have he's never going to have a chance at Arsenal, showing all the Arsenal fans that, yo, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. I've got good quality in me. And he's
You
that
know
finish.
what? Credit to him. You know, his numbers
Quality,
are
man.
actually good. When I see his stats, I'm like, wow, this guy's got
Bro, I didn't want to see this
3
stat.
goals.
Is
4
that the one that I put up
2 assists.
against Anthony on?
Yeah. And I was like, this guy's actually, considering he's never played, the numbers are actually decent. So fair play to him, man.
To be fair, look, against Nottingham Forest as well, Saka got injured. At that point, we were thinking, oh, where's the goals going to come from and so on. This guy came on and just literally, if it weren't for him, it wouldn't have been 5-0 that day. So there's a lot of positives to take. I think Arteta, he has recruited well in the likes of Trossard. You get me? We needed that extra depth to come into the team. Even with Jorginho, we learned from our mistake in January where we sold Aubameyang and we didn't bring a striker in. But look, we brought a striker. We brought a midfielder in. He might have not been what everybody wanted, but he's come in and he's been effectful. You get me? He's looking like he's meaning business. So we'll see what happens, bro. I'm just hoping and praying that these last 12, 13 games, whatever it might be, we could just use them like a cup final and get over the line. If we won it, bro, it'd be mental. I'm telling you now.
I feel like the Man City fans, though, like, and big up to Huey yesterday, but he tried to shake the Arsenal fans a bit yesterday on the Big Six, and fair play. Yeah. I feel like he tried to kind of be like, yo, Arsenal, you win the league. Like, I feel like it's the same kind of thing. I think the Arsenal fan base right now, they have that belief. And I think that win yesterday, the wins against Leicester and Arsenal, them and Aston Villa, they're the kind of wins that I think, yo, they're title winning games where, you know, if you win them games in the last minutes, you show good character. That's where, and that was almost like the moment where, you know, when we scored with Makeda, that felt like that moment there, like last minute, bang, like you won the game, you made it possible. And I think ultimately, Man City I think, shit, you've got to come again.
You got to believe, though, Saeed. You got to believe in order to win it. You get me? If you don't have no belief, you're not going to get over the line, innit? It's simple as that. And that's with anything in life. If you don't believe, it's just not going to happen for you. And I think what Arteta has brought into this team is piles of belief, bro. I think this is the best we've ever seen the Emirates era in the sense of atmosphere. You get me? Even big up to the Ashburton Army. These guys are causing ruckus every game, you know what I mean, at home. And now our away form as well, bro, this has probably been the best away form that we've had for a very, very long time, bro. You get me? That was always Arsenal's problem. You get me? We'd always get turned over away from home. We couldn't beat the big teams. Now that's all on its head. You get me? We're beating the big teams. We're winning away from home. We're keeping clean sheets. So it is looking in a positive direction. But at the same time, like I said, nobody expected Arsenal to be here in it. Nobody, myself included, we didn't expect Arsenal to be here at all. And if we can do this and achieve this, bro, it would just bump us up to a different level, man.
All I'm seeing there is banana skins. Fulham.
You know what?
Away,
They're tough games, you know.
Yeah.
Fulham away.
Yeah. But you know what, Patrick? I've been hearing this all season, man. Like Tottenham away, banana skin, my ass. You get me? What happened there, man? Got tumped up. You get me? That's what happened. Crystal Palace at home, first game of the season, banana skin. Oh, Liverpool, third game of the season, banana skin. Oh, in for Manchester United coming to the Emirates, banana.
You got Wolves.
Get out of here!
You know what, though?
I hope
if they get through that bit there at the end, man, they deserve to win it, man. Like nobody can say it's been a lucky end to the run.
We already done what you couldn't do and beat Wolves at their ground, fam. So it's a minor, man. Don't hate, appreciate.
Listen, they're coming.
I'll send you a postcard, fam. Postcard when we win,
bro. One game at a time, of course, but each day it must be daunting on you, man. Patrick, man, that they're gonna win the league, man. And imagine you don't. If you imagine they win the league and you don't make top 6 or top 4, sorry, like
top 6, you know.
He's taking the. It's possible. It's possible, Saeed. It's possible,
man. You know what I mean? Like Brighton and them man there, bro. That literally, I don't know what you Tottenham fans are gonna do. You know, I genuinely, like, honestly, man. You know what I mean? Like mental health is a big thing and whatnot, and we shouldn't joke about it, but. Like, honestly, you have to watch out for these lot, man. Tottenham fans
win the league, we're finished. I'm finished. I'm gonna have to delete my social media. Like literally, I've been giving these
social media. Though. They're on your doorstep. You're around North London. You're on your doorstep. What do you mean social media? You're right in front of your door, man.
He's gonna do a face-off, ain't he?
Nicholas Cage.
Social media when they're out. You know how much it hurts me. I live in South Manchester. And the Etihad is only around the corner.
Yeah, literally. And it's mad. In Tottenham, there's bare Arsenal fans as well. So it's peak. It is peak. So I'm just hoping and praying, man. Like I said, I've been a City fan for like half the season now, and I'm just like, City, please just do something, because if these don't win the league, it's gonna be disgusting. Like, obviously, you know, credit and respect where it's due. Arsenal are a legitimate team now. Like, they're a really good team. But I just hope that they have a wobble. They had a wobble, but City didn't capitalize. So it's like Arsenal wobbled, City wobbled. So yeah, it's peak. What did that say?
You know
Sorry,
what,
I wasn't looking. What did
So
it
you
say?
don't post anyway,
Anyway.
Patrick, you're fine.
You know what's mad though?
Yeah, my
That's a
Twitter
good question,
and
yeah,
Insta
from
are
AJ.
active. But, yeah.
Social media might crash on that day, you know, because you man own social media like Arsenal
Yeah.
fans, yeah. Like social media that day, yeah, is
Bro.
gonna be wild, you know. Like if
It's
Arsenal win
years
the
of
league,
pain though, man, Saeed. Years of pain, you get me, bro? Like, you got to
I'm just saying
understand
a
that.
good thing though. It's gonna be mad.
I'm luckily enough to be old enough to see us win the Premier League, you know what I mean, a few times, and not winning it for such a long time, bro, and not even competing for it, bro. It hurts, you get me. And if we do win it this season, bro, it's been no false position. We've been at the top of the league since all season. We was off it for 3 days. You get me? That's all we've been off the Premier League for, 3 days. You get me? Man City couldn't really handle it. These man, I'm telling you, you see Hugh Bish yesterday. City man are rattled. You get me?
Yeah,
Arsenal
man.
with their second team. You get me? Now that's it. Guns are out, fully blazing. You get me? They're rattled, 100% rattled, man. But I think if we do win it, we deserve it. And I think Arteta, he's got to surely get manager of the year, because I don't think anybody foreseeing this, to be fair.
100%, man. This is what it's all about, man. You get me? So someone said bank holiday Monday. That's perfect. Hey, listen, if Rishi Sunak is an Arsenal fan, he might do it, man. You get me? So we don't know what Rishi Sunak who's his support on that. So it's mad, bro. And like I said, the Premier League is hotting up, man. You know what I mean? And Newcastle are kind of fading away. Obviously, it's the best of rest show. Liverpool are kind of going into their stride now, man.
Resurgence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what Man United are capable now.
Come on, Liverpool, get that top four, man. Get that top four nicely.
Bro, like
It's
Tottenham,
peak. Yeah.
and we must, and we're obviously it's not a trophy, but I'm saying we need to win our trophies as well. You know what I mean? So, you know, so big up to Modrici saying here, not close to rattled. Listen, man, when it gets proper, it's when it gets April and everybody's getting a bit nervous, and it's like the sun's out. You know what I mean?
Squeaky bum time.
Yeah, that's when it's crunch
Do
time.
you know how you know they're rattled, fam? You know how you know they're rattled? Because you've been hearing, look, Big Steve and other City fans saying that it's not how you win the game. Well, sorry, it's not about how you don't win the games. For example, if you're 2-0 down, can you just come back and overturn it? Now they're hearing, oh, you scraped it. You just managed to get over the line. You get to change their opinions dead fast, innit? So this is how you know they're rattled. This is how you know City fans are rattled, innit? Because they're not they're looking at Arsenal thinking, Ras, every time we win, yous win, or every time yous win, we're getting a draw. It's a mad thing. I don't think City have won more than 3 Premier League games straight in a row this season. You know what I mean? That's rattled. That's rattled. I'm telling you. So whatever my man's name was there, rattled 100%. Even for sending in the comment, rattled.
Yeah. Big up to Hit 44. If Bruno starts next game, Man United standards in the mud. What do you think of Bruno Fernandes? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you rate him? Do you think he's all that? Like, be honest.
He's a good footballer. Like, he doesn't look that great on the eye, and there's times when he literally, like, I spoke about Salah, but Bruno is 10 times worse. There'll be times where he literally does F all, but you can't deny the numbers. Like that pass to Rashford, I can't remember what game it was, outside of the boot, you know, great scoring opportunity for Rashford, changed the game. It was that one moment. So he's capable of these moments, but he does give the ball away a lot. But I really despise him I know I don't know him per se, but I don't like his characteristics. I don't like his nature. He's always whining. He's always at the referee. I can't believe he pushed the lino and nothing happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, he literally shoved him. And then they come out and put a statement out saying, oh, nothing's going to happen. Like, the Premier League are cowards as well, man, because they allow these things to happen. Bruno should have been made an example of, and he should have got a retrospective ban. He literally put his hands on an official. How can you do that? You know, he's always diving, whining. You know, he's like petulant with his teammates. He never holds accountability. Like, the captain is meant to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Okay, lads, we're losing. Let's rile the team up. But he's always like, oh, it's nothing to do with me, and it's just walk off. Like that time when he tried to put a tackle in, and the guy went past him, he just said, oh, you know what, fuck it, we're already 3 or 4-0 down. So I don't like that about him. So I can see why people don't like him, but I do think he's a fantastic footballer. I'm not gonna sit here and slander his abilities, because he is a good footballer. Like, there's no doubt about it. And most fans, if they're being real, they would take him on their team because he's good at doing what he does. But I just don't like his nature.
You know what? Yeah, he's just got one of them faces that you could just absolutely slap the shit out of. You get me? I'll be honest with you, bro. This guy winds me up to a different extent. Don't get me wrong. His numbers are good. You get me? He scores goals and he gets the assist. You get me? But this guy, man, I swear to God, the way he just throws himself to the floor like a little bitch. Yeah, the way he's around the referees 24/7 asking for yellow cards, red cards, and that. Yeah. This guy, I swear to God, I'd love to just strangle him. I promise you. I swear
he is a rat. He is a rat.
Yeah.
He is a rat.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, he needs to stop.
But the thing is, he's a winner. He wants to win. I get that, but at the same time, there's a time.
Bro, you might as well put fucking bangles and a headscarf on him, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He's a woman, bro. He cries 24/7. I'm telling you now for a fact,
The
bro.
thing is with Bruno Fernandes, though, I think for me, there has to be a medium of what you're trying to do. Yes, you want to win, but when it's not going your way, just relax. You know, just relax. Like, you know what I mean? And we'll find another way of winning. Don't force it, and then next thing you know, to the detriment of your team.
Yeah.
But then again, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. Like, people comparing it to like Xhaka and that, but I think Xhaka's now.
Don't compare him to Xhaka. What are you talking? Xhaka's a hard man, mate. He ain't ever getting hit in his chest and holding his face, bro.
I'm saying the turnaround in him, but then he's become now the ultimate team player now. So I don't know, man. I just think with Bruno, I've got a love-hate relationship with Bruno. I can't lie to you. One day I'm like, yo, unbelievable. One day I'm like, and it's too much. It gets to the point now where look at Gary Neville now.
If you didn't get the goals and assists for you, bro, you would hate him as a man, mate. I'm telling you now for a fact.
Well, hate's a strong word. But I get what you mean. You wouldn't want like him to be in a team. It's as simple as that. But I want competition anyway. Like Bruno Fernandes, I mean, like, anyone can get his place. Like, there's no guarantees for any player, man. And Cameron Dempsey says, MCFC says, so Patrick, the reason we've been slacking this season, we don't want your support.
Listen, you're having my support. All the Tottenham are with you. So
yeah, man, he's rubbing off the negative Tottenham energy on the team. You get me? He's doing the juju.
Yo, listen, big up to Grizz, man. Football Carnage. Make sure you subscribe to him. He's about one thing about Grizz, yeah. I've never seen a guy post on social media so much, man. This guy is literally tweeting every minute. You know what I mean? He's tweeting 7 times a minute. You know what I mean?
Bro, he's got every right to it. Football's a crumbler, like he said. Football's a crumbler. It's a mad thing.
That's a new word, man. I can't lie to you. And this is where it came from. Hit 44 said, if Xhaka had the game Bruno had and lost 7-0 to Spurs, Premsy would personally make sure he's never found again. Lol. Crazy, man. You know what? I don't know. How would you cope like 7-0, like to Tottenham? Each of you
right. Honestly,
biggest rivals. It's a mad thing, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how I cope because thankfully I've never seen. I mean, look how I felt when Arsenal beat us twice this year. That was bad enough. But both games were I say respectable. A loss is always bad, but you know what I mean. They're respectable losses. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, whatever. But 7-0, that it's unthinkable because it doesn't happen. Like, it's just you can't comprehend it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how I feel. It's
absolutely.
But respect to you though, Saeed. Like, all jokes aside, you were streaming throughout the game. Afterwards, you jumped on. No sickies. You were there yesterday.
We don't
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I have to respect that.
No, Patrick is right, man. We can't comprehend it, but Saeed, you can tell us how it feels. So
listen, on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. People, everybody who's tuned in to the Best of the Rest show. Big up to Kefri Lewis, who's been here. Also, Monts from Big Six Bands will be joining the show permanently from next week. So we'll have a Liverpool fan who will be joining us as part of the show because, again, Best of the Rest show, man. That's what it's about, man. So big up to everybody who's tuning in. Make sure you check out Boohoo, man. 40% off using the code Saeed. Link in the description. Make sure you check it out. Premsy TV. It's been a pleasure, man. Let them know what you do, what you're getting up to, man. Big up, man.
Yo, first of all, Saeed, man, take my hat off to you, bro. You're front line, you're being everywhere, you get me. You've not hidden away, you get me. You took them licks like a man on every platform. So big up to yourself. But yeah, man, Premsy TV on YouTube. Obviously, every Monday, Premier League Unpacked with my guy Patrick, Bish, DSG, and Guna Lee as well. Make sure you check that out as well. And obviously, just go over and subscribe, people. I want to grow the channel. I can't do it without you lot. And I'd appreciate it very much. Premsy AFC on Instagram as well. Go over there and give us a follow. But peace. Big up the chat as well, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Patrick, man, big up to you, man, for coming on.
Yeah.
Come
Shout
on,
out
bro.
to everyone. Shout out to everyone in the comments. You see some funny comments in there still. It's all good. I love the banner and like the football community is growing. More people are tuning in, so that's fantastic. My name by now, you should know it, Patrick Tyrant. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You'll see I'm on so many shows. The football terrace top 6. Obviously, best of the rest with Sai and Amandem. Premier League Unpacked with Premzy. Coys.com, I was on there, but now I'm part of what is it? Spurs podcast and this and that. Last Word on Spurs, been on that with Vicky Sachs. So yeah, I'm doing quite a lot of stuff. So yeah, man.
He's on OnlyFans as well on a Friday.
Yeah, man.
Leave out, man. Trying to get Levy out. We're raising that cash fund to get Levy out.
Any way to raise the funds, man.
Yeah,
I hear you. Big up, man. Guys, I'll be back at 7:30, people, for the Chelsea watch along. Hopefully, Chelsea's in the mud. You know what I'm saying? So we're here to witness it. We will be there no matter what. Chelsea, you will be here no matter what. You think, Matisse, you're getting away with it? Matisse, you thought you were getting away with it?
I think Chelsea are going through today, you know. I can't lie.
Nah, man. Dortmund. Dortmund.
They're going to beat them.
Here we go.
Watch.
Dortmund.
Nah. Chelsea are not winning, man.
You don't think so?
Chelsea fans,
I don't think they
will
will,
be there no matter what. And I won't be missing Big Six on Thursday because it's been rearranged to Friday. So we will be there no matter what.
Yeah.
Guys, we're out. Peace.